Authorities have made the first arrest in connection with the tragic stampede at star-turned-politician Vijay's rally in Karur. Mathiyalagan, the Karur district secretary of Vijay's party, TVK, has been taken into police custody. The FIR had earlier named him along with TVK's State General Secretary Bussy Anand and Deputy General Secretary Nirmal Kumar, but Vijay himself has not been included. In a separate development, 3 people have been arrested for allegedly spreading rumors about the stampede on social media, police officials said. Now, according to the FIR, the rally was permitted for 10,000 people, yet more than 25,000 had gathered. The report cites Vijay's delayed entry, unplanned roadshows, and stoppages that created high expectations among the crowd, which led to abnormal circumstances. Tragically, collapsing tin sheds and falling trees caused suffocation, grievous injuries, and the loss of lives, including 18 women and 10 children. The FIR details that despite repeated warnings from police, the TVK leaders failed to properly manage their cadres. Party workers were reportedly made to climb on tin sheds and trees which collapsed under the pressure, causing chaos and endangering the public. Meanwhile, an 8-member delegation of NDA-BJP leaders is set to visit Karur to investigate the incident. They will meet with affected families and submit a detailed report on the circumstances that led to this tragedy.
Our national president has constituted NDA delegation of 8 members, and all our members are here, all from Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. We have come to visit Karur and look into the matter, what happened and how these circumstances led to this kind of incident. And our national president Nadu ji and all of us have come here to express our heartfelt condolences to the family who lost their very dear ones, and also visit the hospitals to console the patients who are there. And then we will get back to know what actually happened. We'll get the report later on.
The situation remains tense as authorities continue their investigation and families of the victims await justice in the wake of this devastating incident. Meanwhile, here is how leaders have reacted so far.
बीते 1 बरस में कितनी घटनाएं हुई हैं जब आपने हमसे ये सवाल पूछा। ये कौन है? मौत आंकड़ा बन के रह जाती है, साधारण लोग हैं। मतलब इस देश में भीड़ बुलाना सबसे आसान है, लेकिन आपके पास भीड़ प्रबंधन का ना तो ऑर्गेनाइजर्स को और ना पुलिस सिस्टम को, प्रशासन को। क्या है ना, 2 दिन चर्चा होगी, आप सवाल पूछेंगे, कटघरे में लोग को खड़ा किया जाएगा, तीसरे दिन हम बिसरा देंगे, आगे बढ़ जाएंगे।
Tremendous pain and grief at the loss of so many lives. Initial reports are 31, now reports are climbing up to 40. It's a very, very tragic and painful situation. Something is wrong in our country with crowd management. Every year there seems to be an incident. We remember Bangalore when at the stadium, again, a number of innocent lives were lost. And you hear of children being killed in both these incidents. Very, very heartbreaking. I'm not blaming anybody because it's very easy to play politics with all this. One group will say that it's the organizers of the rally who were at fault. Another group will say the state government is responsible for law and order. Third government will say the police were not there. That's not the argument. For me, the argument is about what can we do as a systematic policy nationally to protect ordinary people. People go in a spirit, whether it's to listen to a politician who happens to be a movie star, whether it's to celebrate a cricket team who are also like movie stars for us. If we are going for such purposes, surely the basic thing must be there must be some protocols or rules or standards in place that this doesn't happen. I really mourn for the lost ones. I convey my condolences to the families. But at the same time, I earnestly appeal to the central government and all state governments to agree on a set of very strict procedures governing all large crowds in any circumstances so that we do not needlessly suffer the grief and anguish of loved ones being lost in these terrible stampedes. Look, everyone is responsible. I'm afraid it's one of these situations where the organizers of a political rally or a cricket rally or anything else, they get some portion of the responsibility. The state government has to also shoulder the responsibility for maintaining order. Public order is a state issue. And the police have a responsibility for also doing all of that. So clearly, pinning blame one or the other, this what they call in Hindi, tu tu main, is not my kind of approach. I want a solution. I want to take steps so that in future we don't have any such incident.
It's so painful to see, parents who are crying about their children and families which have lost the fathers, the mothers, and it's just torn apart families and the confidence and the dreams they had. And I think this is not a time for blaming people, or that's what the Chief Minister has also said in his video and his message to the people. It's not a time to blame each other. It's a time to be with the people. And unfortunately, fleeing the scene and not being there and forget the leaders.
Vijay fleeing the scene.
Any responsible leader should not leave. And even if you have left, you should make sure at least your party functionaries are there, because people came to see you. I don't understand why should why will you listen to the DMK first of all, and you don't even want to follow the regulations and conditions which even the Prime Minister has to follow. You don't want to follow that, and I don't think as far as what I've seen in the media, I don't think anybody advised people to leave the scene. And even if I don't think they've done it, but even so, what happens to your second level functionaries? And maybe they would have said, I'm not even saying they did. Maybe you decided that not going to the hospital at that moment is not right. But you could have stayed, you could have come back after some time. Nobody came back. Till I went, nobody is there. Till this moment, I don't think anybody from their party has been there to reach out to the people even.
TVK is alleging conspiracy. They say Sendai Balaji has a role. They say Mr.
No, I'm not here to, advise any party to say how to behave or... but they have to be responsible. They cannot, try to instigate violence. And how do you... This is a country which believes in non-violence, and we got our freedom through a non-violent struggle. What are you talking about? You can't talk about, instigating violence and, trying to lose more lives, is it? No, anybody, I don't want to mention names. I'm just saying anybody who comes out with something like this and wants to have, violent protest or anything. You're calling for, people to lose their more lives to be lost. Nothing else. I don't see it as anything else.
Some conspiracy allegations. They say there is a conspiracy.
See, there is a one-person commission, and I think Madam has already reached there, and she is started her work. Let us. CM has also said that let us wait.